Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Over the years, I've found that the resilience of XRP and the XRP community is absolutely incredible, and I've found that there are plenty of us out there who just refuse to sell. It's just like, when it comes to XRP holders, it's like, we do not sell. Now, this is not me telling you to sell or not sell. It is not financial advice. I'm just observing that there are a lot of people out there that are stubborn AF because they believe very strongly that XRP not only has it been adopted to a notable degree as of 2023, but that it will be adopted to a far more substantial degree in the future, and that we're actually just early here. And I happen to be one of the people that is in that group, and I have been for a long time because I think it makes rational sense. Despite all the nonsense, the more than 2.5 years of BS we had to put up with the SEC, that's now over. The best days are yet ahead. And so it's nice to see that there are so many out there that independently come to these conclusions and feel the same way, believe the same way, think that the long-term viability of crypto makes sense, and XRP is actually useful, see the real-world utility increasing. And so it results in ultimately headlines like the one that's on your screen. Look at this from the Crypto Basic. Height0 VP reveals XRP as his first crypto investment, holds since 2019. And Height0, though I personally had not been familiar with them, it's a digital asset management platform for specifically financial advisors and wealth managers. So you'd think people like this typically wouldn't behave like the typical lemming retail speculators out there who make important financial decisions based on emotion. Here's somebody who, although kind of jumped in on a whim, kind of like I did, you'll see as I share with you the specifics, I jumped in on a whim, into crypto anyway on a whim. But then upon researching further and further and further, like, whoa, okay, this thing's not going away. That's just another individual at an entity like this that happened to have come to the same conclusion. And then look at this headline. Bitrue users hold 800 million worth of XRP with 88% of users in long positions. Well, how about that? But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I'm not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And by the way, I would like to note that XRP is, at the time that I'm recording this, the only cryptocurrency that's up in any sort of notable way. And when I actually tweeted out earlier that, and it was true at the time, XRP was the only crypto that was up out of the top 10 cryptos by market cap. And pretty much the whole market, broadly speaking, was down to some degree because Bitcoin was tanking and everything else just followed. And then XRP was up at the time closer to 4%. Now it's up 4.52%. Technically, you've got DAI, which is number 10, up 0.13%. And then the other two that are up there are stablecoins, so it doesn't even matter, they're stablecoins. But XRP, I'm just pointing out that as the market was going down today and people are increasingly fearful, XRP is just doing the opposite. You don't normally see that. Might it have something to do with the fact that XRP has legal clarity, and sometimes now people are going to, as a result, be treating it a bit differently in terms of their buying and selling? I'm thinking probably yes. Here you had chart analyst 360 Trader sharing the following with his 200 followers on Twitter. He wrote, XRP just ain't giving you a dip right now, is it? To which my fellow XRP community member Frecky responded. By the way, he's been in crypto since 2011. He actually works in finance. Frecky responded and wrote, highly suppressed since 2018. Makes sense and missed the usual bull market moves last cycle. Has a lot of room to catch up. Yeah, and so I have the same perspective. That's how I'm looking at this. And I'm not the only one. I know that. So let's go into this piece now from the Crypto Basic, again titled Height0 VP reveals XRP as his first crypto investment, holds since 2019. Sean Waters, Vice President of Business Development at Height0, reveals XRP as his first crypto investment and has never sold the digital asset since 2019. Yeah, and by the way, I'll pause to note, and if you've been listening to me for a while, you probably know this, but there's a lot of new people too. I've never sold a single XRP. And either this thing goes to zero, in which case, womp womp, I just have it at zero and then it ceases to exist, or it's going to go to a new all-time high, and as it reaches, maybe $5, maybe I'll start to sell a tiny percentage and then start to scale it as it goes up in price. But I have to be sufficiently enticed. As price goes down, that doesn't make me want to sell it more. It makes me want to sell it less. As price goes up higher and higher, then I get closer to wanting to sell it, but it's got to get into new territory. I need price discovery, so I will be stubborn as it takes to see this through, as long as it makes sense. As long as I see the world of XRP, the environment surrounding it, the entire ecosystem thriving, and I believe that it is, then I'm going to keep holding and just keep waiting for everybody else to figure it out so that it's worth way more, and then I sell. That's pretty much it. I'm clearly, again, I'm not the only one that's thinking this. Anyway, Peace continues. In a recent interview with Uphold, Vice President of Business Development at Height Zero, Sean Waters, disclosed that his initial foray into cryptocurrencies began with the purchase of XRP, which he has held onto without selling since then. Uphold, a US-based trading platform known for its favorable stance on XRP, took to Twitter to share this revelation, generating intrigue among crypto enthusiasts. Waters revealed that his first interaction with cryptocurrencies occurred toward the end of 2019 or early 2020, when he finally decided to make real investments. During this period, he took the plunge and acquired XRP as his first asset. And by the way, had XRP been on Coinbase at the time, because that's where I started, maybe it would have been my first asset. The first crypto I purchased actually was ETH, and then the second was Litecoin, and the third was Bitcoin. Yes, I purchased in that order, just because, just randomly picking stuff. I knew Bitcoin was the big one, but I just clicked on whatever. I didn't care. And I didn't put that much money in because I knew basically nothing about crypto, but I wanted to get the experience while I was doing the research. To me, buying a little bit was part of the research process and kind of learning more about it. But anyway, I digress. Peace continues. When asked about his choice of XRP, Waters confessed that, at the time, it was more of a speculative decision influenced by a friend's recommendation. However, this investment acted as a catalyst for his deep dive into the realm of cryptocurrencies. Waters said he immersed himself in online communities such as Discord and Twitter, following the XRP army and diligently seeking to comprehend the underlying technology of XRP. The newfound interest firmly hooked him to the crypto world. Yeah, I think that's how it happened with a lot of us. I jumped into crypto on a whim, and then I started researching. I was basically going down more or less in order of market cap at the time. Once I really started researching, which would have been seriously the day after I purchased it, because I first purchased November 10th, 2017, and did a little bit of research, but I think it was like the very next day I really was just like, okay, what is going on here? And I was just super hooked from the very beginning here. But then I would just go by in terms of market cap, and so it didn't take me too long to get to XRP, and I was researching multiple coins at once. I was going through and bouncing back and forth and researching this and that, and I just was absolutely hooked. But I kept going back to XRP. I mean, after you go through like a few dozen of them, you're like, wait a minute. So do any of them actually do anything? And I kept going back to XRP because my thesis from the beginning, just intuitively, it just made sense to me that in terms of truly long-term viability, either a crypto is going to be useful, in which case money will flock to it, or it won't be. And I just kept going back to, most of these coins don't seem to do anything. Not that I could see anyway. But XRP, yep. Made genuine sense to me, and from a technological perspective, blazing fast. And so I got hooked, and the more I learned, the more hooked I got. I came in as a blank slate, not wanting something to be true other than, it's just I wanted to observe whatever was true and take that in. And so that's how a lot of us ended up here. It was just, using logic and reason and data, and there's like, wow, this actually makes sense. So sorry, emotional, ideological Bitcoin maxi trolls. I don't care about your emotions and your feels and your stupid ideology. I'm going where the logic takes me, and that means XRP. Peace continues. Waters highlighted that he has remained steadfast in his decision to hold onto his XRP investments. He has not sold any of his holdings and has consistently acquired more. He said, quote, "I've yet to sell. I've been all buys, no sells. But I've enjoyed the ride so far," end quote. As the conversation shifted to Uphold, Waters shared that his association with the platform stemmed from his affinity for XRP. In 2019, he initially purchased XRP on Coinbase. However, when Coinbase discontinued support for XRP in 2020, Waters sought alternatives and ultimately discovered Uphold, a pro-XRP exchange. Impressed by Uphold's comprehensive offerings, he transferred his XRP holdings to the platform. Waters commended Uphold for its diverse features, enabling him to expand his portfolio. And so, credit to Uphold where it's due, because they stuck with the XRP community. They did the right thing. They did the right thing rather than the easy thing. Everyone else did the easy thing. And again, I don't blame them too much because, again, the SEC, they're the ones that brought the attack and they're just trying to protect their businesses. But extra kudos for Uphold because they did the right thing rather than the easy thing. Take a look at this now from the Crypto Basic. Bitrue users hold $800 million worth of XRP with 88% of users in long positions. I'll tell you what, there's not a chance in hell I'm selling at this price level. Are you kidding me? I think it's going to be worth way more in the future. And if I'm wrong, then I lose everything. So, but if you look at what's happening with the XRP ecosystem, which direction are we going in terms of adoption, in terms of utility, all that stuff? Piece reads as follows. Bitrue, a prominent crypto exchange, has witnessed a remarkable surge in XRP futures holdings by users of its platform, with the total value spiking by over 300% in the past 2 days. In a recent email to its users, Bitrue disclosed that the notional value of open interest on its platform skyrocketed from under $200 million to $800 million in just 2 days. Furthermore, 88% of Bitrue users had taken long positions on XRP, indicating a strong bullish sentiment. Crypto Cowboy, a Texas-based XRP community influencer, drew public attention to the email in a recent tweet. And for those of you that care to look, this is the screen grab that they shared here. So, at this point, I mean, yeah, it's not surprising that, yes, some people, once XRP popped up to 90 cents, some people sold and, they want to take some profit. And some people are more about short-term trades, this or that. And, okay, fine, to each their own. I'm not about short-term trades. I have no interest in that whatsoever. I'm about doing what I know works in the stock market. I just applied that also to crypto. You hold a long time until it makes sense because you have some sort of outsized portion of your net worth in so-and-so, and then you sell. That's what I'm doing for myself. I'm not telling you to. I'm saying that's what I do. So until we get there, just going to sit here and be patient. But it's not, what I'm saying though is it's not surprising that at this price level, now that there's legal clarity, it's not surprising that we're not seeing XRP crater back down to 40 cents. And now, so maybe if you get some sort of wild card event, okay. Outside of that, I admit it, I'll just say right now, if it happens, okay, I'd be shocked if you're seeing 40-cent XRP, instead of it ultimately trending back upwards. So outside of a wild card event that brings the whole market down, okay. You get some sort of global event or something like that that causes such a thing, okay. But, if you're talking about us being in what is, we're coming out of what was a bear market 2022, you could argue we're in a bull market right now. And, even if we're going to trade sideways as a general crypto market for some time, I don't see us going back down to like November 2022 levels where Bitcoin was about 15,000. Do you? I don't think that's most probable. That would be historically outside of the norm. I think what's more likely is we're going to see as time passes, move on to the upside. And so it certainly is possible we could see some fun big bursts in the short term. That's certainly possible. But I think what's going to be most exciting is seeing crypto, just as an asset class, getting back to euphoria. And I think that's where you're going to see the real fireworks. That would be my suspicion at this point. But so again, and there's all sorts of expectations that even in coming days, we're going to see another notable move up for XRP. That could be possible. I don't know. I don't pretend to know. I'm not a chart guy. I don't make price predictions. I do not know. I'm flatly stating I do not know what's going to happen with the price of XRP. But I just, I have suspicions based on previous activity and how humans tend to behave. And so if you just look at when do the price pops happen? Well, when the market's in euphoria. So now that XRP has clarity, that's when you'd see the biggest moves. But it doesn't mean we can't see some fireworks outside of that. You certainly can, and we have. There's been precedent for that. You can even think in 2018, the month or so leading up to the announcement of Ripple's Xrp, which is now known as on-demand liquidity, there were rumors that was going to launch, and they happened to be right. I don't know if they were right out of sheer coincidence or there was some sort of news that actually leaked out. Either way, I'm just saying the price ramped up. So anyway, that was outside of what was happening with the broader crypto markets. You can have instances like that. And XRP at that time, I can't remember what it got up to. It might have been even close to 80 cents. I'd have to go look at the chart to be sure. But whatever it was a big amount. So yes, stuff like that can happen. But if you're looking for the biggest moves, wait for things to heat up for crypto more broadly. And that is coming. So the best is ahead as far as I'm concerned. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because if anything I say are right, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.